walk out my DMs, talking about Maryland, asking about heroin. I'm back on meth again, the perfect medicine for a Methodist kid. Sadistic, sick shit to live my limp dick. Brand new breed of creature, the preacher of the doctrine, indoctrinating the nation of the brain dead. Having a brain in your head makes you hate it. You ain't hated, then you wasted. I hate to tell the truth, but I'm a cannibal. Though I don't need brains like that motherfucker Hannibal. I'm real fucked up, I like to torture my poon. Cut out their damn eyes with a grapefruit spoon. All you fake drug addicts, you're real bad at it. Your middle school lunch ain't a motherfucking habit. You ain't ever taken Zan in your whole damn life. Keep talking that shit to impress the girl you like. Half you so-called mother should have motherfucking swallowed. Look at all the artists that your fucking kid follows. There ain't no such thing as a late-term abortion. Don't agree, then you can eat my late-term foreskin.
See, I don't want to kill you because I want to show you how much I've changed things. How much we've changed things. Because I could not have done any of this without your help.
Join the resistance, question your existence. Can't you take a hint, bitch? Check this little tidbit. You aren't real, and neither are your friends. You're easily distracted by bullshit trends. Can we be friends? Well, that depends. Do you buy my music? How much do you spend? The real life struggle of a god fucking freak. Fear the hidden wrath of the mild and the meek. So much anger pent up in a fist of mine. This is a test of time until the rest of my emotions ain't been emoting. So I've been done potent to get through the motions. I don't slip my wrist, but I did split my tongue. Don't you know the devil's where I got my talent from? What the fuck do I gotta do to break your pretension? Get your attention. Should I even mention the fact that you listen to these whack MCs? 21 Savage or Lil Yachty, I wanna break the motherfucking glass ceiling. I ain't just another stand that you've been hearing.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the Morning Wood. This is the Morning Wood where you get wooded good because that wood is so good. Yes, it is. It is Monday. It is Monday Wood. The Wooding. That's what I named it. The Wooding. I don't know why I named it that because fuck it. Well, that's why. Anyways, today is Monday. We are joined by a special guest, Marshall Manson, who you just heard bust a rhyme on your ass.
Edgy Anthem now on Spotify.
Yeah,
Stream it.
Spotify. Stream
Yes.
it. Even if you don't listen to it, just stream it.
Yeah, just leave it on in the background and mute it. Seriously, it helps.
Yeah, it helps, man. It helps, man. And the reason I call him a special guest because he's retarded. Anyways, we're also joined, of course, by Animatrix here today. How you doing?
Hey, how dwello, everybody?
That's well indeed. Also, my beautiful, lovely co-host, that one titty's about to escape, MissyAnn. How you doing?
They're in there pretty secure. I don't think they're going anywhere.
And of course, the man with the hand with the man up my ass, my wonderful producer man, Mr. Booleanenator. Good morning. So it is Monday. The weekend is dead. It died, which I didn't do shit anyway. I didn't do a damn thing. Anyways, oh my God, already with the questions in the chat room. We don't do questions at the beginning of the chat of the show. Let's make that clear. We don't really do questions that much in the beginning of the show. We do that toward the end of the show, even if I feel like it doing it then. I don't know.
But if you
Dark
send in a
always
donation,
does
you
that.
might get our attention. So
Yeah, but if you send a donation, not a donation, because not a starving African child
Right.
with flies
Send
around
a
my head.
tip in with a question.
Tip. Yes, a tip for the question, because I'm not a charity case, motherfucker. We don't do donations. We do tips. But if you want to donate to the VidCon thing, now there you go. You can do that. Yeah, because I'm trying to get my ticket and Missy's ticket and other things. So yeah, here we go. Anyways, so how was your weekend, Marshall?
I slept through all of Sunday, 100% of Sunday. I woke up
Really?
in the morning, fell asleep, and woke up at like midnight.
That's awesome.
Oh.
I love this.
No, I had shit to do. I was so upset.
Well, that's not awesome.
What the fuck?
So
Sun-
obviously you needed it.
Sundays are always boring, but yesterday felt even more boring than usual. I don't know why. It was just really lame yesterday. I even talked about it in my Discord, which, by the way, is starting to be more active lately.
Yep.
The Discord. So go over and check that out. If you're not on the Discord, it's open to the public. So go check that out. Talk to us. Tell us things. That just popped up again. I didn't do that. That just popped up again. Anyways, on the side chat, I shared something with the Skype call this morning that I was watching. I was watching Black Girls on Chatterbait.
Oh,
Yes.
damn.
Yep,
That
the
picture-
morning wood was very literal this morning.
Yes, I literally. It's just now dying down. It's starting. Yeah, morning music. Money music.
Morning music.
Egghead donated $1. Here's $1 to start the ball rolling. Let's go to the VidCon. Well, motherfucker, for $1.
Thank you for the donation, Egg.
Now fuck
That
you.
was sweet.
Give more money. I can't buy a goddamn ticket with $1. $1. A ticket cost $150. One damn dollar you gave and say let's go to VidCon. Suck a dick. Okay, anyways. You irritate me already. No, I'm joking. You know, thank you for this. I appreciate it. Every dollar does count, and I do very much appreciate it.
That guy goes to a club and tries to bribe the bouncer with a single. He's like, here you go.
Have you seen that
Right.
commercial where this couple is trying to buy like an engagement ring, and he slides them like a Washington? He's like, "How's that cover it?"
Yeah.
Man, the only
The
thing
guy
that would have
looks
made that
at him.
better is if it was a fucking craft single instead.
No, but then the wife goes, "Oh, how about 2 Washingtons?"
Yeah.
Like it's the funniest fucking commercial.
How about 2 craft singles?
Yeah, it's just
Yeah.
I'll give you a block of cheese.
Oh my god. See, that could actually win me over. An entire block of cheese. Like, yeah.
No, actually, Specs is all you need now is 149 other people to give you $1. No, that's not true. Because I'm trying to raise $300 for the tickets because I'm also going to be paying for her ticket. Missy's ticket.
I'm
We got
broke
more-
for the next 9 to 11 days. Take my Lincoln as it's President's Day.
There you go. $5.
Is it?
9 to
It
11.
It is President's Day. It is.
Oh, shit.
Kids
Yes.
have no school.
Yeah, government shut down.
Fuck the presidents, honestly.
The
Fuck
government
all those
shut
people.
down. Dude, don't say that too loud, Pimpmunk. The fucking media will take that and run with it. Jesus.
I don't understand why we have this date. Honestly,
I don't know either.
We need days like this, right?
Because
Though?
they do Lincoln's birthday too, and then I was talking to my kids, and they said only one time, in the entire time they've been going to school, did they get Martin Luther King Day off.
no.
I always got it off, really?
Yeah, I did. I got
I
it off.
remember getting off, but they don't get it off. They got it off 1 year.
How many times did you get off?
You don't want to know.
I knew you'd go.
But anyways, no, I don't mind. Like, I talked, but this is, like we talked about Valentine's Day the other day. Like, people bitching about it. I'm not really bitching about it, but it's not a day that people go spend a lot of money either and put it back in the economy either. Valentine's Day, people do that, spend money, and it goes back into the,
Well,
but-
people have President's Day sales.
yeah, they
Big
do. They
sales and shit.
We just need these federal holidays every once in a while to break up the fucking monotony and give us like a 3-day weekend every once in a while. People who work traditional jobs.
Yeah. I don't know. You never got Martin Luther King Day. That's weird.
That's
We
weird,
always-
yeah.
Even in the South, we got it off, man. Well, he was killed in the South, so.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, there's
Actually-
there's a huge age difference between me and Pimpmunk, so if we both had it off, then it must just be parts of the country that don't do it.
Yeah. I actually been to the spot where he was killed, actually.
Really?
Really?
That's crazy, dude. That's fucking crazy.
Memphis, he was killed in Memphis.
I didn't know that. I didn't actually know where he was killed, honestly.
Yeah, I didn't know that either.
I'm pretty correct. I think I'm correct.
Pretty correct, yeah.
Yeah, he was killed in
For
Memphis.
an educational show.
He was shot on a hotel balcony thing.
I know that.
Yeah,
I just didn't know it was in Memphis.
yeah, it was Memphis.
And a lot of people get
Well done.
assassinated on balconies. I guess I should never go on one.
No,
Jeez.
balconies are kind of dangerous.
Memphis.
Memphis, Tennessee.
Memphis.
Memphis. Memphis.
Memphis.
Memphis.
Memphis is actually not a bad town, man.
Memphis.
I've been to Memphis. My great grandma lives there, and it's I don't know. The area I was in was full of a bunch of crackheads.
Well, I mean, yeah, there's areas you don't want to go into Memphis because Memphis is a gangster town. I mean, it really is.
They're meth heads, dude.
Mm.
Well,
I
they're
think there's
very.
areas you don't want to go everywhere though.
Well, yeah, but Memphis is hardcore as fuck, dude.
It is, and you can
it's
go
hard.
like, you could go. It's usually it's not the like Memphis is in what like it's on the corner of like 3 states.
Mm-hmm.
So there's parts of it that's Tennessee, there's parts of it that's Missouri,
Arkansas.
Arkansas. Yeah, it's
I didn't know that.
It's Mississippi. Yeah. It's right there. Memphis is. I mean, because I'm only an hour and a half from Memphis, actually.
yeah.
And I used to go to Memphis all the time back in the day. I was actually in Memphis when not too long ago when I went on that trip. That's where I had to go through to catch
Yeah.
my train at Memphis. But I'll be in Memphis when I go to VidCon because I have to. Memphis, everything is out of Memphis. You know, the national airport. They have an international airport there and everything. It's a big ass airport too. But yeah, they have. That's where the train station's at. And, you know, whatever I use, it's usually I have to go to Memphis first to catch.
Yeah.
Yeah. So. Yeah, but Memphis is all right, but it is hardcore as fuck though. It's always like number 1 or number 2 on the top homicide states in America.
Damn.
Yeah, because there's a lot of gangs going on in Memphis. A lot of gangs. And there's certain parts it's not racism at all, but certain parts a white dude does not want to walk into.
This is the same with Hartford.
Yeah,
Like
you'll
there's
get
certain
shot.
parts I should not be in.
Yeah, I don't think
Like-
it's a radical idea to say that. Yeah, there are some black people who are racist too. Like,
No, it isn't even about racism. It's about like if you're not from that area, even if you're black, you don't go in there.
Well, yeah, even then, like that's just how people are all around. Like when it comes to like crime-ridden areas like that. Yeah.
Well, it's just that if they don't recognize your ass,
Mm-hmm.
and see, I used to be recognized in that neighborhood too, because I used to go into that neighborhood back in my younger days, and people didn't shoot me because I had my black card.
Your black card.
I don't know if I would be shot so much as kidnapped and gangbanged.
Oh, if I was gangbanged, I'd be happy.
I don't know if I would necessarily be happy about that.
I would be because I love big black cocks.
I do.
I never thought I'd
You're
hear that
kind
at a Pimpmunk, honestly, but
You're kind of
yeah.
assuming though that they'd be big. I mean,
Hey, everybody knows
Yeah.
all black dicks
Oh.
are huge.
No.
can you imagine
I-
being like the black dude with the small dick, and you're just like, your life is
Dude.
nothing but disappointing people?
I knew a black guy who had a small penis, and he and it was always a joke because he whipped it out one night because we was all joking about, yeah, you got that you got that BBC and all that shit. He said he whipped it out and said, does this look fucking big? And it was
That's crazy.
normal size penis. But anyways, and plus I kissed it. I did not.
Damn.
Okay.
I did not.
Man, there's a lot of homoerotic tones going on this episode. Dude.
Well, are you being a homophobic?
No. I'm a homo. I am a homo, so I can say that.
Sound kind of homophobic right now.
Annie has the.
Well, most homophobes are gay, so maybe that is accurate.
This is true. This is true. A lot of
That's true.
really homophobic people are homosexual.
Yeah, it's actually
Sure.
true.
So I posted a picture on Instagram yesterday of my hand. And I said I got consent.
I saw that. That was funny.
Okay.
Yeah, I thought it was funny.
It was quite funny.
Yeah. So, since we got someone who is from Georgia, we're going to start off with a Georgia article. It's actually very by coincidence. That was not the plan.
Goody.
But anyways, Georgia man takes down shoplifting suspect with grocery cart during police chase.
Okay.
It was caught on video, but we're not playing the video. But it says a Georgia man is being praised for his good timing after he was caught on video using his grocery cart to help police nab a shoplifting suspect. To me, it just sounds like a nosy motherfucker.
What did he do? He just like rolled it out in front of somebody when they were running, or
Probably.
Yeah.
He was probably running away and was like,
I have a
wow.
lot of crazy shit happen at Waffle Houses and grocery stores. Like, for example, there was a Kroger up the street from my house where some guy was like trying to buy this lady's child and wouldn't leave her alone. He was like kept offering her a bunch of money and shit.
What?
And of course, he got arrested. But yeah, he was like trying to. It was for like $100 or something too.
What?
Yeah.
It's crazy. Well, this person was apparently a female shoplifter. The shoplifter was a female. And so yeah, the dude was white and the female was black also, so he was a racist.
Oh, I see.
Clearly.
But honestly, I think he should have minded his own fucking business.
Business.
I think more people should in general, but yeah.
Memphis.
I'm not. Vigilantes are fucking retarded.
I don't like vigilante justice, yeah.
I used to be like, say I would do shit, but nah.
You know what I really don't like when it comes to that? Like, if an adult wants to put themselves in danger and do some stupid shit and pay the consequences, then whatever. But I don't like when it's like, kids or teenagers doing this type of shit, trying to be badasses and perform vigilante justice, putting themselves in danger. Like, that's not good to see, ever.
Well, I mean, I had, like, okay, years ago, there was a child was molested in my family, and I did go to the dude's house and beat the living fuck out of the dude that did it. I'm going to be honest with you.
I can understand that. I just normally wouldn't want someone who's like like under 18 to put themselves in that type of situation. But I understand why they would.
No, I know. I mean, it's not. I'll be the first one to tell you. I probably should have left it up to the criminal justice system. However, I was younger and I was angry. Well, it wasn't actually that much. Well, I was in my 30s. I was the last person I really beat up. And I walked into his house and I beat the living piss out of that motherfucker.
I don't blame you for doing that, honestly. Like, I don't blame you at all. Like, that's the natural instinct anyone would have, so, yeah.
Did he ever get arrested or no?
Oh, he did.
Good.
He got arrested. And, from what I hear, he was beat up again and by somebody I know.
As a mother,
Awesome.
if I
Yeah,
found out
because
that
I'm not gonna
my
lie,
child-
I sent word. I sent word that this motherfucker's a pedo. Whoop!
Just so y'all know.
I would have.
I know. 'Cause even though even though everybody thinks I've done prison time, I've never done prison time. I have done jail time, but I know a lot of motherfuckers that do prison time.
I'm just saying, as a mother, if I found out that someone had touched my child like that, I would have no problem doing jail time for killing that motherfucker. Like, don't touch my kid.
Yeah, I mean, I know exactly, and like I said, I don't condone vigilante justice at all because in the long run, it usually doesn't end up well. First of all,
Right.
It doesn't end up well.
It
But
wouldn't be my proudest moment, but I would still beat the fuck out of the dude.
I towed his ass up. Ain't no doubt about it.
Honestly, if you beat the shit out of a child molester, it should be a proud moment. So, yeah, you can go ahead and have that.
Yeah, I guess.
I said he felt it the next morning when I got through with him. I put it on him.
See, he wouldn't feel any. I would have dead ass killed the person. Like, I would have choked the living life out of them. Like,
Yeah. I didn't want to kill him. I didn't want to go to prison for murder.
that's what I'm saying. Like, I would
Yeah,
probably take it too far and kill the person just because of like blind rage from touching my child.
Mhm.
You know. So.
Oh yeah, well, no. If it was my child, I'd probably.
Mm.
To be honest with you.
That's what I mean. If it was my child, I don't
But
think.
no, I beat the dude an inch of his life. I'm not gonna lie, man. He was pretty beat up.
He deserved it.
I mean, he was beat up bad.
Anyone who does shit to kids deserves that. It's disgusting.
Yeah, but I think in most cases we need to let the law handle it. I guess. But in situations like that, man, yeah, it's crazy, especially at the heat of the moment. And I mean, what it was, I walked in, somebody, this dude molested the kid. I walked out of the house, went straight to the dude's house. It was that simple. Anyways, Montana boy, and this is a sickening story. Montana boy, 12 years old, was tortured and beaten to death by his grandparents and 14-year-old uncle. I thought we'd start this show off with some positive.
The grandparents and the uncle?
Yeah, 14-year-old uncle. So the 12-year-old boy found beaten to death was tortured by his parental grandparents, or paternal grandparents, so I don't want to say parental, and his 14-year-old uncle, prosecutors have said. Jason Alex Hurley had been living with his grandparents, James Sesser Jr. and Patricia Batts, in West Yellowstone, Montana, when he was found dead on February 3rd. Both Sasser and Batts, both 47 and 48, have been charged with deliberate homicide on Thursday, according to the county sheriff's office, along with Hurley's 14-year-old uncle. Prosecutor Yarn Boyer told the court, "I believe the systematic torture and beatings perpetrated on the victim in this case led to his death." The Chronicle reported that Hurley had been living with the three of them, as well as an 18-year-old aunt and a 6-year-old uncle. 6-year-old uncle, damn. For about 2 years. Court documents say he had moved to West Yellowstone from Texas to live with his father, but then moved in with his grandparents after his father's death. Batts and Hurley, who slept on the floor in the living room, was mumbling and moaning throughout the night before she found him dead in the morning. But nobody sought medical attention for the boy. Boyer said, according to the Associated Press, an autopsy found he had bruising all over his body, and he died from blunt force trauma to the head. So these are some
fucking sick
fucking people right here. Just horrible people.
Man, every time I think I've heard it all on this show, you pull out a new article, and I'm like, oh boy, here goes another one.
The grandparents are like helping the 14-year-old do this. So it's going to fuck the 14-year-old up. So once the grandparents are gone, he's going to go out killing people now. It's so fucking twisted.
Yeah, it is twisted. And 14 years old, he knows better, by the way. So this kid's probably fucked up in the head anyway. So he'll just get he most likely will not be charged as an adult because the two adults were the ones leading the beating. So he'll probably get out when 18, 21 or whatever. And
he could have some sort of like Stockholm syndrome.
That could.
Right? Because he's a kid. Yeah.
Yeah, when it comes to like even teenagers, I understand what you mean. Like they do have cognitive awareness to know when something's wrong, but at the same time, it's hard for me to be like, like this person, this kid probably had a lot of fucked up shit happen in their life if this is what happened recently. So, yeah.
So the next thing we're going to talk about is the 9 craziest things seized by Customs and Border Protection.
Ooh.
Yeah. So
this should be fun.
The first one is live pigeons.
Don't they come in on their own?
Well, this person was bringing them in, I guess. Says customs officials stopped a 23-year-old Australian man. I was going to say red eye, but we all know red eye's way past 23. Australian man after they discovered 2 eggs and a vitamin container in his luggage. It was under his pant legs that discovered pigeons wrapped in padded envelopes and secured to each of the man's legs with a pair of tights. Official also sees seeds in his money belt and an undeclared eggplant.
An undeclared eggplant? Don't bring this eggplant in here, motherfucker. What do you think you're doing?
So he taped pigeons in envelope. There's a picture of this, by the way.
I gotta see this.
Yeah, let me share this right quick. There's okay.
They're just shoving pigeons down their pants. Like,
see,
get these
look,
across the border.
There's pigeons wrapped in these envelopes in his pants.
Why though? And goddamn, that's a hairy bastard.
Yeah, he got some hairy ass legs too, don't he?
Why would you? Why?
His
You
legs are
can
size
train
fucking
them to
big.
fly home. They're
Well,
fucking pigeons, homing pigeons. Train them. The fuck?
What era of the world do you live in?
I don't know.
We don't live back in the goddamn where they send messages on birds, baby.
They
Come
did
on.
it in like World War II, right? It wasn't that long ago.
Was it Joe Biden? No, it wasn't Joe Biden. But no, yeah, there's a picture. If Bulls wants to show it, they're asking for the picture. So
He's a hairy motherfucker. That's gonna hurt taking that tape off.
His legs are very hairy. They look like Landon Knowles' legs.
I just don't know why you would.
Landon is a very hairy fucker, dude.
Why would you? Why? Did he say why he needed the birds?
No, I don't think he did. Well, let's see. This is the bird smuggler arrived in Australia on a flight from Dubai in February 2009. Charges of wildlife smuggling carry a maximum penalty of 10 years in prison. God damn.
I love how they also threw in that little eggplant detail. They're like, by the way, there was also an eggplant that he didn't.
Yeah.
Was he that guy who checked a single beer? Like they put the fucking wrapped the tag on and everything. Like, wow, really?
I don't know why you'd have to check an eggplant. I got through SeaTac Airport with weed in my bag.
Because there's a problem with eggplants, man. They blow up. No, I'm joking. I don't know.
They blow up? Jesus Christ.
Like, eggplants.
Eggplant bombs.
Dude, first we had the problem with a poo, and now we're going to have the problem with eggplants documentary. I'm waiting on that one.
So the next one says Egyptian mummy linen.
Sounds kinky.
The CBP officers in Michigan seized 5 jars of ancient Egyptian mummy linen.
Linen. Or lining. How's it spelled?
Linen.
That's linen.
Coming illegally through the northern borders in May 2019. So this recently happened. Inspection of a shipment on a Canadian mail truck in Marysville on May 25th. There's that dude's legs.
Jesus Christ, man.
Oh yeah, they'll never notice. I just have monster calves. Can you imagine what that looked like with his...
Why are your calves moving and going...
Your calves are cooing, sir. Your calves are cooing.
Yeah, but they're cooing, yeah. Your legs are going through. Anyways, we're moving on to the next one, live tarantulas. Somebody was bringing in live tarantula.
Huh?
Yeah, it says a German man in 2011 pled guilty to shipping hundreds of live tarantulas into the U.S. through the mail. Damn. Sven Koppler, 37, admitted mailing some 247 live spiders to federal agents in Los Angeles who were posing as buyers as part of an investigation dubbed Operation Spider-Man.
Oh, that's dumb.
Seems a little obvious.
Wah, wah, wah.
Shouldn't have done that.
But that's
I guess it worked.
dangerous because these things were, I don't guess they were depoisoned or whatever.
I don't think tarantulas are poisonous.
Are they not?
Depends on the species.
Yeah, I was just gonna say.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought for some reason.
Some can be very aggressive. Like mostly they're docile. Better than fucking huntsman spiders. You seen those fucking Australian big ass spiders?
Yeah, we've talked.
I'm sure Red Eye could tell you about.
Yeah,
those.
we have talked about those.
Red Eye said that's why they set the country on fire. They saw the spider. And
good
they
reason.
They were just like, burn it.
The ones that span your entire toilet if they are on the toilet seat.
Oh god, oh god.
This dude made $300,000 in sales from these spiders.
That's a pretty good turnaround. He sold a couple hundred, got 300,000, and that's not bad at all.
Money, man.
I was wondering, is he trying to be Spiderberg, Heisenberg, the fucking spider world, and then because why don't you just sell meth or something? Why spiders? But apparently, that's pretty good profit.
Oh my god, dude! This next one. I'm gonna go ahead and post a picture in there, and he can. And y'all get, this guy was disguised as a car seat.
Oh damn!
Yes, the Mexican national Enrique Guerrero controller can be seen sawn into a passenger seat of a vehicle in an attempt to illegally enter the U.S.
He's like,
That's not obvious at all.
it's not a bad idea. He's just so poorly done. Like his arms are hanging out and shit.
His face.
He literally put himself in a car seat. Fuck. Yeah, you can see his arms and face.
I can just picture the border agent walking up and just be like, "Hello there, hello."
And he's just like,
Yeah. We just hold still.
You see the agent go like, "There's something awful about this seat."
"Why does this seat have a boner?"
I can't quite.
Dude, that's look at him.
There's something different here.
Why is Neil Patrick Harris in this seat?
Look at him.
Oh, good.
He thought this was gonna work. He was like, "I got a brilliant plan. I'm gonna get it, goddamn America, and this is how I'm gonna do it right here." Wow.
Can you imagine his friends like, "Yeah, that looks good. That looks good, dude." And they're all just laughing, like, watch this motherfucker come back.
Well,
Everybody had like a.
there was a guy who dressed up as a car seat for Halloween and sat in the front seat of his actual car and was driving around as the car seat. Now,
That looked
that's
better
funny.
than this.
He went.
That's funny.
It did. He went through the drive-through, and the people at the
I've
drive-through
seen
were
that
like,
one at the
what-
drive-through.
Yeah. What the fuck?
He's like, just throw it in the seat. Just drop it.
But to try to cross the border this way, I mean, come on, dude. Seriously, you had to be high. He had to be dared to do this.
I want to know what his friends were like. "Yeah, you look good. They're never gonna be able to tell."
I wonder if
Enrique,
they
go get his
threw,
ass
like, a
caught.
blanket over it. You think they threw like a sheet on top of him, and then like. That's the only way I could see them actually trying this.
I could see him asking the agent, "What gave it away?
"How did you see me?"
Was it my hair?" Anyway, that's so fucking stupid. So, black market bologna is the next one.
No.
I don't like regular market bologna.
It
Fuck.
says in November 2019, CBP officers seized more than 150 pounds of the curious deli meat at port of entry in El Paso, Texas. The CBP said bologna was prohibited to cross the border due to its pork content. Pork products from overseas could introduce foreign animal diseases to the U.S. pork industry. The smuggler tried to tell officers it was turkey ham when questioned about the red rolls lying on the back of his truck.
No, man, that's not mine. That's turkey.
I mean, this should be stopped because they are right. This could hurt the pork industry in America. So I'm not. Yeah, I'm okay with this. I'm okay with them stopping this dude.
Yeah, I want my
Who likes
fucking bacon.
bologna
So.
that much?
A lot of people like bologna,
Well,
girl.
it's disgusting.
Bologna.
You all are fucking weird.
Dude.
It's like a flat hot dog.
If it didn't fuck with my blood pressure, I'd eat the hell out of some bologna. I like bologna.
It's
It's like
gross,
flat hot
man.
dog.
Oh y'all, bologna
You know what?
good.
Fuck bologna. Fuck spam. Fuck spam.
Fuck
Okay,
you,
I like spam.
bastard.
I've smoked that.
You like spam but not bologna?
Like,
Yeah, spam is fucking. You know what? I'm not a complete degenerate, but I got some in there.
Dude, don't be a fucking stand for spam, dude. Don't be a stand for spam.
Spam is okay.
Spam's alright. Cook it up, throw it in a fucking pan.
Dude,
No!
Hawaiians love
put it
spam.
between one of those squishy dinner rolls. Ugh, that's so good.
Hey, make a spam burger.
I made a spam bong.
Yeah,
Does that count?
yeah, spam balls. But in Hawaii, man, them fat ass Hawaiians love some goddamn spam, boy.
Mm.
They cook it like you would a ham and roast, like with pineapples and shit on it. They do.
Fuck
It's-
spam. Fuck
And fuck
spam.
you.
I
Spam
thought
and
just,
eggs,
you
bro.
know what? Honestly, I'm gonna be honest. Even just thinking about spam makes me fucking feel
All right,
uncomfortable.
let me throw out right quick. I know it's a little early, but I do want to throw out my stream go today. It's a big one because I want to make $400 and yeah. Some of it is going to go to me and Missy's VidCon ticket. The rest is going to help me pay a bill. That's what I want. I know it's big go. I know it's a huge go, but that's what I'm trying to make. Trying to pay for mine and Missy's VidCon tickets and take care of some bills. So yeah, but spam is all
Wait
right.
till you guys see what we have planned as special treats for you guys.
Yeah, we got a
at
lot of things.
VidCon.
I'm going to do things to her. Not sexual. Yeah, sexually. No. But no, we're gonna, and she's gonna ink blob her titties and autograph a flag or a T-shirt or something.
Yep.
We haven't quite figured that out yet, but she's gonna put ink all over her breasticles, and she's gonna slap them nipples up on top of something.
Has that been done before? That's genius.
Right?
We have pioneered something.
Oh, we are genius here, man.
Marshall, just head over to Twitch. I'm sure we'll find something similar.
Hey, don't press
Big
my
tip.
bubble, Annie.
$100, big tip. Oh, thank you, buddy. Appreciate that.
Here's the
Big
difference,
tip
Missy. You'll
there.
actually make it entertaining. Thank you, PT.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Now, like I said, now some of that's going to my pocket because I got to pay some bills. But yeah, some of it will be going to VidCon tickets as well. So we got to get what we're going to plan on doing. We're going to talk about this in a minute. We're going to buy the tickets, and then we're going to take care of like hotels and our Airbnb or whatever.
Cool.
I do have a place I want to stay at, and but if I got it right now, we could secure that. So I'm gonna try to do that fast as well. And I want to do the VidCon tickets pretty fast because they go up in a few weeks. And I want to get them done before they go up to $200 and $200 something or something like that. Right now they're 150.
Yeah.
They're 150 a ticket. Yeah. Anyways, we're gonna be talking more about that for
A little bit.
for a little while. So we're gonna be doing that for a minute. But I do appreciate that tip very much, PT. That was awesome.
You're
Anyways,
amazing. More
another-
money music?
more money.
What is this?
Egghead, get another $1. Here's another $1 here. Hope to see you there. Thank you, Egghead, for the
Thank
dollar.
you, Egghead.
Motherfucker, you're about to piss me off with these dollar tips.
Hey, that's $2 in total. That's $2. It's $2.
I'm about to get a little irritated. Anyways, I'm joking. No, they're good. Anyway, where was we at? Oh, the next one's another bird. Live Songbirds was, yeah. So, Sonny Dong, his name is Dong. His name is Sonny Dong.
You said dong.
He got a bright dick. Anyways, was arrested in 2016 for again trying to smuggle endangered good luck songbirds into Los
Again?
Angeles. It says again.
Again?
So apparently he's done it before.
He's got
From-
some songbird.
He may be the
You're like,
same.
Mr. Dong, do you have something for us again? No, I'm good.
I got some dong birds. Cause songbirds, dong. Yeah, never mind. Anyways. It says, anyways, from Vietnam. He's from Vietnam is where he was. He was sentenced to 1.5 years in prison in 2018 in order to pay $5,500 fine after the judge said the conditions in which the tiny birds were trafficked taped to the legs and ankles of smugglers. So this is a thing that they do. They taping birds, because this is the second one we've heard about this. Taping birds to their damn thighs and shit. But what if one of them got it loose and started picking at your balls?
You just gotta remain calm. And it's not happening.
The bird would be eating dong's dong.
Dong, dong.
Dong dong. That was the noise that joke made too. Anyways.
It's the noise of the dumpster.
Yeah, that's the dumpster. Dong, dong, dong. Anyways, the next one is a whole pig's head.
A whole head?
A whole head of a
Just
pig.
the head?
The head. It says Hardy
Ew.
Hardy the Beagle, who works for CBP as an agriculture detector, discovered this roasted pig's head and other remnants of Atlanta's Hartsfield-Jackson International Airport in October 2018. A passenger traveling from Ecuador was relieved of his leftovers, and they were destroyed to avoid introducing foot and mouth disease, classical swine fever, and other animal diseases.
Man, I don't think the foot fetishists would care about that. They'd go for the feet anyway, man.
Yeah.
Now this
I
next
don't
one,
know where the rest of the pig is.
this
Yeah.
next one we talked about last week. They just did this list because this just happened last week. The dead birds for pet food.
Yeah.
Remember that? Yeah.
That's probably why they did this list.
Yeah, probably why they did it. Okay, the last one is live tropical fish. This may have been the most daring attempt of them all. Customs officials stopped a woman in 2005 when she arrived in Melbourne off a flight from Singapore. There they found 51 live tropical fish in a plastic bags tucked into the custom-made apron tied around her waist. During the search, the customs officers became suspicious after hearing flipping noises coming from the vicinity of her waist. That's just my pussy. It's real wet.
Got some big
So she had
flats,
a
yeah.
belt of like little balls of water with fish floating in them, and she
Yes.
was just like, "I'm real jiggly."
I'm jiggling, baby.
That brings new meanings to the term "I'm fish, baby."
I'm fish.
Mhm.
It says
It was actually just a bunch of used condoms, guys.
It says an examination revealed 15 plastic water-filled bags holding fish allegedly concealed inside a all-purpose belt apron. So yeah,
I still choose to believe it was used condoms.
you do, don't you?
I do indeed.
Fish were in the condoms.
Oh God.
But it wasn't condoms.
Yeah, but you can't prove that beyond a reasonable doubt, can you?
Yes, I can, because I got the store right in front of me.
Well, fuck, you got me there.
So yeah, that's the 9 crazy. That wasn't that. Some of them was a couple of them was
I
crazy.
feel like there's had to have been crazier ones.
There had to be, man. I think I'm gonna
Like-
try to do something really weird. I'm gonna try to like hide a midget in my anal hole.
Think about all the crazy shit that we've heard about on the fucking Morning Wood. It's gonna take a lot to shock us and make us think
Yeah.
that something's fucking crazy at this point. Yeah.
So
I
what are
thought
you
it
gonna
was
try?
Crazy. I got through SeaTac with weed. I flew
Yeah.
across the whole country with weed in my bag.
Mm. Well, you could hide like 14 pounds underneath that breast.
But it was in my bag. Like my bag went through the fucking X-ray. It was my
Yeah.
carry-on. When I
Yeah.
opened up the thing on the overhead to get off the plane, the whole thing stunk like weed, and I was like, "Oh fuck!" And I grabbed it and like ran off the plane.
Dude, I was on a bus one time, and dude was, the old, like you said, he was putting his bag right in the carry above or whatever it's called, and all of a sudden a bag of coke fell out of his bag. It just
Damn.
It was powdered sugar.
And let's be clear, the X-rays they're not really looking for weed with the X-ray.
Oh.
They're looking for guns
Yeah.
and other
yeah,
things
yeah.
that are going to be way more dangerous than having a couple ounces of weed even.
That's all they should be caring about is the actual fucking issues like that, like bringing a firearms on a plane. Yeah, that's where their concern should be. That's where their time should be spent on those things.
Yeah.
It reminds me of that comedian who somebody was heckling him. You may have seen this video on YouTube. Somebody was heckling him, and he went to the bathroom. So he told his girlfriend, he's like, "Give me his jacket." So when he comes back, I want to be wearing his jacket and just not say anything about it. So he puts the guy's jacket on, and he starts feeling around in the pockets. He finds a bag of coke, and he's like, "I'm going to take this off now." Just hands it back to him.
That's awesome.
Did you see that meme that came out a little while ago? Some guy found like it was snowing and he saw like a garbage bag and there were these like white bricks that fell out of it, and he thought, like, "Oh God, like I made it. Like all my prayers have been fucking answered." And then he ran over to it and it's just packages of adult diapers.
Uh,
But
Well,
from afar, it
gross.
really looked like just like a garbage bag of bricks of cocaine.
Damn.
Can you imagine? fucking
Damn.
like that?
Damn. Anyway,
Damn.
that would be crazy. That day that dude's coke fell out. It was a small baggie full of coke though. I looked at it. He looked at me and I'm like, "You better pick that up, boy."
If you don't get that, I'm gonna pick that up. So one of us better drop down and get that.
Nobody else seen it. I think. Well, there was the old black woman who seen it that day, but she didn't know what the fuck it was. She probably thought it was BC powder or some shit.
I found a half ounce of weed laying in the parking lot of the 24-hour grocery store in my town.
Holy shit.
I found a bloody tampon in the parking lot one time.
Good weed too, like just a big ass bag sitting there, and like I saw it, and I like I know what a bag of weed looks like. And I look around, there's nobody around. So obviously someone like got out and didn't realize it fell out and they drove away. So I picked it up and ran because sooner or later they're going to remember, like, I got out over here. Let me go look over here. So
I knew a dude who found he found a duffel bag and he picked it up. It had like $5,000 and had like a pound of weed in it.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Did he leave
I
it?
wish.
No, he took that shit.
I'd be kind of nervous to take that shit. I don't know who that belongs to. I don't know what they're waiting for. I don't know who
Yeah.
it's dropped for.
When I told him, I said, at first I thought he was making it up, but then he showed me the bag and everything. I was like, okay. So,
God damn.
but yeah, he said it was about $5,000 and about a pound of weed. This was years ago. I was about 22 when that happened. That was a long time ago. So that was back when weed was like completely illegal everywhere around here. So it was a big deal. Yeah. So yeah, it's a wonder he gets that kill.
Yeah.
But yeah, I wished I'd have found it.
Yeah, shit.
I'd still be smoking that shit now. But yeah. So yeah, it's weird what people have found. I found some money one time and actually took it was like $300, and it was like in a little zip billfold thing where there was no identification, nothing. But I took it into the restaurant and gave it to the owner and told him, do what you will with it.
Restaurant.
Sweet of you.
Yeah.
My sister found a diamond ring in J.C. Penney's when we were little.
Oh my God.
Mm.
And
I
someone
found-
lost their wedding ring because there was a whole bunch of string, like, on this part of it. So, like, obviously it was too big for them, and they had just, like, wrapped string around it to make it still fit, and it obviously still didn't.
Mhm.
I
I found a dead hooker once too, but then I remembered I the one to put her there.
You're like, oh, yeah.
That's what I did.
Yeah. That's where you went.
I was
Fuck.
looking for your ass.
Did you make a spin-off of The Hangover or Pimpmunk's like trying to figure out what he did with that hooker?
Yeah, there's a dead hooker. Shit.
There's a dead hooker
Oh,
around
yeah,
here
dude, the
somewhere. We gotta
Hangover.
find her.
So I tell you what was the crazy thing one time. I was a kid, right? We were moving. This is when we moved to Tampa, Florida. When I was a kid, we lived there for about a year. But anyways, we stopped at a convenience store to get some snacks or whatever and gas or whatever. My mom put her purse on top of the car and got in the car. She forgot about it. That's happened to a bunch of people. And then I swear it was about 75 miles down the road. She were, oh, my purse, and it had every bit of the family, our money in her purse. And her ex-husband time pulled over and he said, God damn it, he was the abusive one too. He was going to probably whoop her. She jumped out of the car and the fucking purse caught. It caught on the goddamn antenna. It was just hanging there.
Oh,
Holy
thank
shit,
the
that's
Lord.
lucky. God damn.
I lost my wallet like that. I put my wallet on top of my car and I got all the way to my house and couldn't find it in my car. And I'm like, please, just please fucking Christ. And I sped back to it and I found it in the middle of the like driving part of the parking lot.
Now we was in a station wagon, and it caught on one of those rails. That's what it was. Not the antenna. It was like the rail thing. That's what it was. Yeah, lucky hell.
Definitely.
Yeah.
That's what I thought too. I was like,
Yeah, you
like
very lucky.
I was like crying when I picked that up. Like, and my dad, this was after my dad had passed away. So like I just like looked up at that. I was like, thank you, Dad. Like what, like I don't believe in shit, but I know that like someone should have taken that wallet. Like it was in the middle of the road. Someone should have taken that. Because I live like a good 15-minute drive from that grocery store. So I was away. It was sitting in that spot for a half hour. Like someone should have taken that, but they didn't. So I thanked my dad that day.
Damn, man, that's crazy. So the next story is Florida man with hepatitis sues a Denny's. Hepatitis A, by the way.
How are you gonna sue him?
This is a Florida man who contracted hepatitis A is suing the restaurant chain Denny's Incorporated and the company that operates a Denny's franchise in Osceola County. The lawsuit alleges that William Ray's ate a Denny's restaurant ate at a. Now he didn't eat a Denny's restaurant. He ate at a Denny's restaurant, and kissing me in October. And within a few days, began experiencing nausea, constipation, fatigue, abdominal pain, and jaundice, and significant weight loss. Reyes was ultimately diagnosed with hepatitis A. According to the lawsuit, the complaint filed against Denny's and franchise operator in Florida also alleges that a Department of Health investigation revealed that 2 restaurant employees were infected with hepatitis A. So he does have a lawsuit here.
Yeah, definitely.
So, yeah.
At first, I was gonna be like, "How are you gonna sue the restaurant for that?" And then, like, if they're the one that gave it to you, okay, I get it now.
Yeah, it says that the incurable disease is only transmitted when a person ingests food or water that has been contaminated with the feces of an infected person. It's unfathomable that this could occur at a family establishment, the lawyer said. Anyways, it goes on. So, I mean, they don't, I mean, yeah. I mean, there's
So
a
they didn't
good
wash
chance.
their hands.
It's a
That's
hand washing
disgusting.
issue. It's a hand washing
Yeah.
issue. It really is. That's all it is. But if
Yeah,
you're working
I've
at a
worked in enough
restaurant,
restaurants.
that's why
But
they
it's
have
not even
those
that.
fucking
It's-
signs up. It says
It's not even
employees
that.
must wash hands before returning to
Yeah.
work.
That doesn't matter about the wash. I've seen, like, I've been doing this for 9 years, right? Like, I've worked in a lot of different places. I've seen a lot of different kitchens, and I've seen cooks drop the top of the hamburger bun or drop the actual chicken breast on the floor that they're walking on, pick it up, put it back on your plate, and send it out to you. So it's not even washing their hands; it's the bottoms of their feet. They're just doing, like, because if they're walking to the
but
bathroom and there's bits and
hepatitis,
shit on the
though,
floor, then
Well,
that
that's true.
bun
That's
lands
true.
on the floor. It goes from your shoe to the floor. The bun lands on it, picks it up, puts it back on your burger, and you just ate it. It's because they're nasty.
Yeah.
Like, who does that? That floor is disgusting.
that
Like,
is fucking gross. That's
at the end of the night, they have to hose down that back area where the cooks cook, because that's how gross it gets. And it's every night they hose it down.
you need to tell on these people and get them fired.
Oh, I did. I don't
Oh,
work
okay.
at that place anymore. I worked there for a literal month. And then I saw that shit, and I saw some other girl dropped an entire gallon of ranch salad dressing in the cooler, and she wiped up most of it, but then left the rest of it, like, all in there to, like, rot, and they told me I had to go in there and clean it. I was like, for what? I'm not the bitch that dropped it. Like, make her finish cleaning up her mess. That's ridiculous. And then I saw the bun thing, and I was just like, yeah, I'm out. Like, you guys are nasty. I reported him to the health department.
Yeah.
It was disgusting.
It is disgusting.
There was some lady sent back, we had fried shrimp. She sent the fried shrimp back because in the breading.
By the way, you're saying it wrong. It's scrimp, not shrimp. It's scrimp.
She sent back her fried scrimp.
Yeah.
Because in the breading, there was a cockroach.
Oh, well, that's just extra food.
Yeah, man, it's protein.
What's she bitching about? Dad, you get a cockroach, you good eating.
I'll give you a hint of the restaurant chain that this was so that you guys can stay away from this certain chain. Because I mean, I don't know if it's just this one.
Popeyes.
No, I don't want to say the name and have them like try to come back and sue me one day or something. So it's like, think of a restaurant. Think of a restaurant name that's kind of like Peach Bushes. Oh wait, not Peach Bushes. Like peach Hornets.
All right, so Hooters. All right, let's go. Let's go.
No, like I'm trying not to say the name. It's not Peach
I get what you're
Hornet.
saying.
I don't have any idea what this bitch is talking about.
I'm gonna type it. I'm gonna type it.
Right here.
Tell me the goddamn name.
I'm gonna type it.
Yes, that's it.
You
I don't want to
say
get
something
sued.
Peach Hornets? I would have never got that.
Peach Hornets.
But now I get it. Now I get it.
Right. See, Marshall got me. Right here, buddy. Right here.
I want to
He gets me.
say it, but it rhymes with schmuck.
I think the chat figured it out.
Schmeckle trees.
Schmeckle trees.
It is known to be a gathering of lesbians. on a regular basis.
Yeah, it was literally I was there for 1 month, and then in the training for that place.
Quest loves that fucking place.
Marshall, I don't think that Missy's gonna understand that at all, but yeah, that was good.
Oh, does she not? She not?
I don't think she knows
involved in
about that. Yeah.
Okay.
What?
Well, some
Which
people
one?
got it.
But Dame Newquest got laid in Applebee's. I mean, Smapplebee's.
Missy, do you even know who Vadim is?
Huh?
You don't
I
know
know-
who Vadim. You don't know who Vadim Newquist is, right?
No.
Oh, he's
I know
he's a
Vadim,
YouTuber.
but he's my buddy.
Creation's cat. You've heard of that, right?
Yes.
Well, it's him.
Okay, yeah. Creationist guy. Yeah.
He's
He
a
was.
complete fuck, dorky little fucker.
Oh,
I used
That's
to
a weird
like
guy.
Vadim. I used to like Vadim, but this motherfucker gets on my nerve now. Look, I still like him. He's all right. I have no
have to
issues with
go
him.
look.
But I remember one time, I called him. He thought I was gonna I guess he thought I was gonna back down or something. I don't know what the fuck he was thinking. But he was like, you said something to me on Twitter the other day. Did you mean it or was you just kidding? I said, no, I meant that shit. Because I did. I meant it. What the fuck? Who do you think I am? Like, I'm going to pussy down from a dude who does a cat voice? Are you
Dude,
serious?
I do like Vadim personally, but I've had him on my show a few times. That man can just talk and talk and talk and talk.
And he gets mad at me because I used to have him on the show a lot. And I tell him, you got to shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Wow.
You've heard me
I mean,
tell
I've
him
heard
that.
of.
I've heard
of
you say that,
Creationist
yes.
Cat, but I've never actually watched any of his content.
And he's heard me tell him, you got to shut up. You talking too goddamn much. I like him. He's all right. Vadim's all right. But now I don't believe that story for one fucking bit that he told
No, I don't either.
about Schmappelschmies.
Their training was the only I've worked at a couple different places. That place was the only one that had training on what to do if someone came in with a gun.
Oh.
Oh yeah, I went through that at a company that rhymes with hose, and they had one of the, and the training video was hilarious because they had this dude, they had the steps right
Rhymes
there.
with what?
Rhymes with hose.
Hose. He said hose.
It's their sign's blue hose. Anyways, so they were in the training video. They're like, first you got to run, and then if running you can't get out, then you got to hide, and then you got to fight. So then they had this skit where the dude's gonna hit the shooter, and he picks up a fucking fire extinguisher and screams and hurls. It was just the most comical shit. I couldn't help
they
but
had a
laugh.
quiz after it to make sure you understood, and I'm like, this is ridiculous, because I've worked at other places that are in like the place I was at for a couple of years. It's a little company out here. It's an awesome place. It's called the Wooden Tap, but the one that I worked at is in a very bad area of Hartford. So it's like that would be a place where I think you would need gun safety training or gun training at all, not the fucking peach hornets over here.
I used to
Last
work at
time I had peach hornets, they were very rude to me.
I used to work at a place rhyme with McDonald's.
Yeah, me too, actually.
Yeah, Wooden Tap food sucks, says Tommy.
They have gotten. I haven't worked there
don't even
for a
fall
while.
fish. He's
No.
gonna be
They do have
the
good
opposite.
stuff. No, they do have good stuff, but since I've worked there, they've changed the menu a little
If you
bit.
said they sucked, he would have said they're the most wonderful place he's ever eaten at.
Their bourbon steak is out of this world. They have a bourbon steak salad, and I don't care what he says, that will always be my favorite salad on the planet. So he can suck my imaginary penis. So
Okay. Yes.
bourbon blue cheese steak set. The
You can suck what rhymes with dick.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, dick.
Dick. Anyways, I don't have any
you mean
idea
prick?
what this. Prick, yes.
Oh yeah.
No, I have a small fellow who runs around me. His name is Nick.
Pecker.
So the next article. Oh, wait a minute. Before we get into the next article, it is the second hour. And what are we doing the second hour, Missy?
We demand.
Man, which that means I tell you to give me money and you do it. Yes. Also, in the description below, there's a Patreon from my lovely co-host, MissyAnn. If you want to drop her a few bucks, she would highly appreciate that. And also my wonderful producer, Bulls has a Patreon down there. If you want to drop him a few bucks for the work he does here and many other shows, please do that. They both deserve it very much. And also, of course, I have Patreon. You can throw it my way. And I have Streamlabs and direct link to PayPal if you want to throw me some extra tips there. And I appreciate that very much because for the next while, we're going to be saving up for VidCon stuff. I'm trying to get some tickets to VidCon. Then we're going to take care of travel and arrangements and all that shit. So please do if you feel free to do so. Also, got to live too. Got to pay bills. Anyway, tip to pimp. And so, yeah, appreciate it if you do that. And with me and Missy are going to VidCon. And I guess Shabs is going to be joining us as well, staying with us there. And whatever else happens. I do have a place I want to stay at. Same place I stayed at last year, Peacock Suites. If we get it, if I paid for it now, I could get it like cheap, and so I'm trying to come up with that money pretty soon. Anyways, but we're gonna have a lot of fun. We're gonna be offering a lot of things. We're gonna be offering a pimp box with some stuff in it.
Oh man,
yeah. What?
Pimp box with stuff in it.
Yeah, pimp box with stuff in it, and I'll be announcing what that stuff is pretty soon. Not to. And we're gonna have like a flag or something. We're gonna autograph it, and Missy's gonna ink blob her titties on it. And other things, and I may even put my testicles on it.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, on her titties I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
Yeah, anyways, she's got to pee. Just say I got to piss and go. So anyways.
Or just piss on camera. No,
I'm not going to pee on camera. I'm not Jared. I got to pee. I'll be right back.
All right.
There's something I'm unaware of. What happened there?
I don't know why she has to cut the camera off to go pee. I don't understand that.
I think she's got to pee, man.
Yeah, piss.
Oh yeah, Jared, the Subway guy, he peed on camera. That's what happened, Marshall.
Oh, Jared, the Subway guy.
Yeah, Subway.
It rhymes with Subway.
Yeah, it rhymes with Subway.
So we're just gonna talk some shit till she gets back. Then we'll do more articles.
Yeah.
Shit biscuit. Yeah, shit biscuit. Shit biscuit.
Shit biscuit. Say that fast. Shit biscuit. Shit biscuit.
Shit biscuit. Shit biscuit. Shit biscuit. Shit biscuit. Shit biscuit. Shit biscuit.
It's fun.
Biscuit. A biscuit of shit.
It's fun to do. Memphis
shit biscuit.
Shabizquick, dude. Shabizquick.
Shabiz dick. He's a limp little fucker. Anyways, she could at least keep the mic on. You want to hear her piss? What if she actually has to shit and she was just being polite saying she has to pee? You don't want to hear farts and gurgling out of her asshole.
I'm sure some people want to hear that, honestly.
Yeah, some people do. This is the internet. You gotta remember the kind of people we're surrounded by.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, we are. Spec is in the chat room. That is true. Spec's a weirdo, man. Dylan the Pickle says, speak for yourself.
For yourself. I knew it. I knew we'd have at least one person say
it. I want to hear them poo, goddammit. They sound nice.
Breathe.
No, I don't want to breathe, especially if she's shitting. Anyways, I'm trying to kill time until she gets back where we talk about these articles.
Yeah,
however, go ahead and talk about more about VidCon a little bit. Yeah, so we're going to VidCon. We're going to be doing a lot of things. We're going to be doing a lot of IRL streaming and stuff like that. It should be fun. And yeah, so if you guys want to chip to that cause, please do. But like I said, we will be starting a pimp box pretty soon. There's going to be some cool shit in it. I'm going to put some stuff in it. I don't know what all I'm going to put in it. I'm thinking very seriously about putting that wall tapestry that I showed last week, the Grim Reaper and skull and all that stuff, and that's going to be there and some other stuff. So
you can always put your dick in there too.
Yeah, I'm not. Oh my dick. Yeah, inflatable penis. Yeah.
Yeah, not your real dick.
Not cutting my penis off, man.
No.
Yeah, the inflatable penis. Yeah, it should be in there too. So, but yeah, the inflatable penis, the mini me doll should be in there. Some other shit that we're gonna be putting in there, and you guys can tip war for it. And we'll go ahead and if you want to do it now, you can start your. If you want to throw like a big hunk of money there, say I want it now, and then we'll start that. We'll start the tip war now. That's up to you guys, man. Do it. I mean, PT Ham's already gave 100. If he wants to put that on the box, we could get that started with 100. And so that's what we're going to do. Fuck it. PT Ham started with 100 today. The box war has already started. So beat PT Ham for 100. Nobody's going to beat PT Ham probably. So don't do that yet. Anyways, waiting. I thought I heard Missy coming back. I thought I heard a noise from her, but I don't guess I did. Anyways, she needs to hurry the fuck up. I think she is shitting because that's a long piss.
She just got in her car and drove away from the house.
She went borrow. She went over to use her neighbor's restaurant.
Restaurant.
We were talking about restaurant. And
she's like, God damn, I could use some peach hornets, and just got up and left.
Peach hornets and hoes.
Hose, yeah. By the way, never work at Hose. It's a shit ass place to work, and they treat their employees like garbage.
But I like Hose.
You can shop there, I guess, but don't work there.
I don't know what hose is.
We're talking about different Hose, Marshall.
Okay, yeah.
So had to get TP. She had to get some toilet paper. Is that what you're saying? Anyway, I guess I'll go ahead and start this article and whatever. Florida man told he can't bring life-size Trump cutout to dialysis center.
I don't see the problem.
Why did he want to bring that?
It says, I don't know. It says a Florida patient says his dialysis facility told him he could not bring a life-size cutout of President Trump for emotional support.
I knew it.
Nelson Gibson says he spends about 3.5 hours a day and 3 days a week undergoing dialysis. His family is not allowed to sit with him that long, so when he first started getting treatments, he brought an 8x10 photo of President Trump to comfort him. He says no one complained. It just feels like bringing something from home to make you comfortable, and said Nelson Gibson. He says he then started bringing a miniature cardboard cutout of him standing next to a photo of the president, and again no one complained. He says some people even took photos of the photo. Last Saturday he brought a life-size cutout of the president, and again no one complained, but when he returned for treatment Tuesday, he says the mood changed. They told me it was too much, and it wasn't a rally, said Nelson Gibson. He said he didn't say anything and left. His son contacted representatives at the facility to find out why the cutout was not allowed. It was supposed to be an issue of safety, infectious disease, which made no sense. And Nelson Gibson, feels he's being singled out. The family says the center encourages patients to bring in things that make them feel comfortable. Okay, but he was bringing in a smaller picture of Trump. Nobody said shit. Why bring a life-size cutout?
Right, that's going a little too far. You know, like you're trying to get it for attention, for one, and for two, in those types of facilities, I think that having a life-size cutout standing next to you would probably get in the way of stuff, and it's probably not the largest room, and it's probably obstructing something, and it's just like a safety thing. Like anyone else would see, like that's just not safe. Like they shouldn't have allowed it the first time. You know, I think they
explain what
appeased him.
dialysis is.
Dialysis is when you get hooked up to a machine and they clean out your blood. It's like they clean your kidney because your kidneys can't clean themselves out.
A lot of really bad diabetics are on dialysis.
They're the kidney. I don't want to say it's the blood thing because I don't know exactly.
It basically replaces what your kidneys do when you go into renal failure.
Yeah.
Well, honestly, I think Trump is stupid. I think hero worship is fucking stupid, but I don't see any problem with this. Like, there's no reason you shouldn't be able to have it. It's kind of stupid. I mean, no, it's really stupid, but it's not hurting anybody, right? So.
But if it's getting in the way, if it's a life-size cutout, I mean, what was wrong with him just bringing a picture? I mean, I don't understand. I don't understand why he wants to do this. Is he trolling them? I mean,
I think he's doing it for attention.
Well, yeah.
That's a kind of a stupid place to troll people. Dialysis, those people have to go there like every day.
Yeah.
I think if someone is this obsessed with Trump, they're probably not that well off in the head.
Yeah, I mean, I personally don't give a shit if he wants to bring it. Honestly, I don't care if he wants to bring it. If he wants to bring it, that's fine. But if the facility's like, just bring the picture, then just bring the fucking picture. Yeah, I don't know.
I do agree. I see.
And so, I mean, like I said, I don't personally have an issue with it at all. But it's up to them, I guess.
I can just see where they're coming from as a safety thing with how big it is. I don't think they have a lot of room, and it could obstruct like getting to him if something were to go wrong, kind of thing. Because my sister's a nurse, and that's what I know she would say. That like it would make her job harder having this. Like it wouldn't be. It would just be like a hindrance if something bad were to happen.
Yeah.
That's all.
Yeah, it's weird. It is. Okay, so Florida man, talking about bad luck here. Florida man pulls over officer to ask for directions, and then he gets busted for DUI. Why would
That's
the drunk?
hilarious.
It is funny. Why would a drunk ass pull over a cop? When he's drunk, God damn it, they can tell you're drunk. Yeah.
You probably figured, oh, that guy will know where to go. He's from around here.
And his mugshot is fucking hilarious. I gotta show you the guy's mugshot. Wait a minute, it's not gonna let me do it. Okay, hold up. Let's see if I can put it in there.
Hold up, wait a minute, put a little
See if
in.
that works. That didn't work. God damn it. Wait a minute, I'll take it right quick. Wait just a sec. I'll fix it.
I fucking hate those images. They're web.pms or whatever. It's basically their excuse to not give you an image. Like, you know what I mean? It's ridiculous.
It is ridiculous. It's ridiculous. So I'm getting it right quick though. Okay. I think I got it. Let me see. Boo, 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 boo. No, I don't. Ah, damn it. Animaster, why'd you fuck it up?
I hate those images as much as you do because they're not even real images. They're like links. It's bullshit.
It is bullshit. Hold up. God damn it. Never mind.
A bunch of bullshit.
Oh, here it is.
Bullshit.
Okay, there. Look at this fucking mugshot, dude.
Oh my god.
I thought it was a woman at first, but
Yeah.
Fuck.
Wow. That was a bit startling. I wasn't expecting that.
Jesus fucking Christ. Whoa.
a rough looking person right there.
It certainly
time
is.
was not kind. Time was not kind.
The article says an alleged drunk driver in Florida initially declined a breathalyzer test, telling a deputy sheriff on Sunday, "You didn't pull me over, I pulled you over." A report said. Juan Zamora, 63, gave the puzzling response after flashing his headlights at a Marion County Sheriff's deputy squad car in Ocala in order to ask directions to an auto parts store. An arrest report said the deputy stopped and smelled the alcohol coming from Zamora as he asked the question. The driver, who had 15-year-old passenger, also had bloodshot eyes. The deputy noticed Zamora allegedly admitted to downing 2 shots of bourbon earlier that day. Look, that person looks rough, man.
It does. It looks like a dude.
It really does.
It got a mustache and chin hair and shit.
Yeah.
Dude looks like a lady.
The dada, dude looks like a lady. Al Smith. But anyways, yeah, so the dumbass said, you can't get me for DUI. I pulled you over.
That's just funny.
You can't fire me. I quit.
Yeah, that's fucked up. Oh, you can't get me for DUI. You were still driving, motherfucker. You idiot.
Funny.
So drunk Florida woman punched out glass window, attacked boyfriend after he refused her sexual advances, police said.
She really wanted her pussy ate.
She wanted some dick, boy.
That's what it was.
She wanted that poo-poo ate. Says a drunken Florida woman went on a furious rampage after her boyfriend rejected her sexual advances, allegedly punching out a window before violently attacking him, according to a police affidavit. Rebecca Lynn Dorade, I don't know, was arrested for domestic battery late Sunday night in Port St. Lucie, whatever it's called, Florida. The 23-year-old had allegedly exploded in a rage after her boyfriend refused her demand of sex after the couple returned home from a trip into a bowling alley. The victim said that once they arrived home, she wanted to have sexual intercourse with the victim, wrote an unnamed officer in the arrest affidavit. The victim refused, at which point a verbal argument began. The victim then said that he went outside of the residence to avoid Dorati, and she followed. Once outside, her hostility, reached a fever pitch as she allegedly punched out the glass windows at the front of the home. She then moved to unleash her anger on her boyfriend, approached the victim and started to punch the victim. The affidavit says he said he pushed her off him in self-defense. The boyfriend walked to a neighbor's house shortly after the alleged attack. The officer noted the smell of alcohol on the man's breath. So they were drunk at a bowling alley, went home. She wanted some dick. He said no, and she's like, fuck you, I'm gonna beat your ass.
Cocaine is a hell of a drug.
Have you ever wanted dick that bad, Marshall? That you beat your boyfriend up?
Yes. Just to put it simply.
I've never had a woman who wanted my dick that bad she's willing to beat me up for it. I want a woman.
I've never found one that I would beat up for. Nope.
I want a woman that likes my penis so much she's willing to kick my ass for it.
Nope. I haven't found that yet.
I got some good penis though. So it's little, but it packs a punch.
Packs a punch.
And apparently she does. That's
Maybe you guys are perfect for each other.
I'm a man. I've never been that horny where I just want to beat the bitch's ass because she ain't give me no noo-noo.
Noo-noo?
Yeah. Noo-noo, man. You never heard it called noo-noo?
No, I've never heard it called that.
Well, you just did hear it called noo-noo.
First time ever.
Like 3 times.
I called it noo-noo several times. That's what it is. Noo-noo. Noo-noo. So the next article, naked teacher was found by student in girls' locker room, court documents say. The math, a naked teacher was found by student in girls' locker room.
Oh. Was he lost?
Oh no, he was naked. Why the fuck was he naked? Anyway, the math teacher, who was arrested Thursday on a lewdness charge, was seen by a juvenile in the Central Regional High School girls' locker room naked after he apparently had just finished touching himself, according to a probable cause affidavit. Joshua Eckersley, 33, of Bayville, also faces one account of endangering the welfare of a child. The Ocean County Prosecutor's Office said he surrendered to police Thursday afternoon. A girl who was at Central Regional High School in Baileyville on January 12th, on a Sunday. It was a
Could have been
Sunday?
having a game.
It says for athletic practice, entered the girls' locker room to use the bathroom. She said she saw Eckersley walk past her naked after he had apparently touched himself near the lockers, the affidavit. So he went in there to jerk off to the girls' shorts and stuff.
Was he also the meth teacher?
The math teacher on meth. Yeah, probably. I don't know. It says surveillance. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. I was gonna say I don't know why. Like if he was just trying to like take a shower or something, he could have been in the boys' locker room. I don't know why he had to go in the girls' locker room, but obviously he wasn't in there to take a shower. So
Well, it says surveillance video from the high school apparently showed Eckersley attempting to enter the boys' locker room, but he did not. Eckersley then entered the girls' locker room, but left the view of the camera, the criminal complaint said. The video shows him in a hallway fully dressed about 3 or 4 minutes later, the complaint says. Eckersley is a math teacher at Central Middle School. A statement that was posted on the district's website said it's cooperating with authorities and was very troubled by the incident. So, yeah, don't do that.
yeah,
Yeah,
that's
he's a
just
sick
perv.
pervert. Fuck him.
Yeah.
I like how we literally called him that at the same time. That's
Yeah, that's just a pervert. Like, there's no reason to be completely naked if you just have to pee. Like, your outfit's not
Well,
that.
there's a lot of reasons to be completely naked, darling.
If you just have to pee,
Yes, you don't get completely naked to pee. I do.
I mean, if I'm wearing one of those stupid romper things, then you kind of have to. It's the only thing I don't like about those.
I don't wear romper things.
It's like a thing. I don't know, but it's like a one-piece thing, and like you think you look all cute, and then when you have to go to the bathroom in public, like in the mall or something, and then you're sitting there, like you have to like literally be naked just sitting there because you have to take the whole thing off. That's the only time girls have to get naked to pee, I guess.
Well, that's interesting.
Yeah, just in case you guys didn't know.
Have you ever rompered while wearing a romper?
You just move it to the side a little bit.
Really? Has it got one of those pussy pockets?
No.
I don't know what a romper is. I'm still confused.
It's like a dress short kind of like one piece. Think of like a long button down shirt, but that they took the bottom and made it shorts as well. So it's all one piece. So like
So
you
it's like a
literally like
jumpsuit,
step
but
into it.
It's like a
Yeah,
jumpsuit,
you like
shorts.
step into it. Mm-hmm.
Ugh, that would drive me nuts if I had to wear.
But they're
shit
like
that.
flowy. And, like they're good for the summertime because it's just like it's like flowy and light.
It's flowy?
Yeah.
As long as it's flow so your balls can breathe if I wore one.
Yeah, like it's like loose and flow. Like they're nice, they're cute, but when you have to pee, you literally have to take the entire
I
thing
don't
off.
know what
Yeah.
to be honest with you. I really don't know why we're discussing rompers. But
Because we were talking about getting naked in the bathroom.
what's that got to do with him being naked in the bathroom?
Because I'm saying he doesn't have, like, you guys don't wear things like that. So why the fuck are you getting naked? Your clothes aren't that important. He's only getting naked to fucking jerk off and be gross. He's not getting naked to pee. I mean, I know Kramer
think
used to
anyone
take his
believes that
pants
for 1
off
second,
and he
though.
would play like pool and stuff, but this isn't one of those things.
I don't think anyone believed for 1 second he was just taking a piss.
Right. So it's just a stupid way to try to get out of like, oh, I was just going in there to pee. I don't know what she's talking about.
Well, maybe he was in there just to pee. Maybe his pants were too tight. I don't know.
Why is
Maybe
his
his-
shirt off?
Because maybe he just wanted it to breathe a little bit.
Why is his dick hard?
Because piss hards is the morning time, morning wood. I got an answer for everything. Tommy says he believes the guy.
Of course Tommy
Oh,
does.
oh,
It's
God.
fucking Tommy.
Tommy's weirdo. Tommy was probably in
Tommy
the
probably
bathroom.
gets naked and to go pee too.
But I get completely naked to shit.
So does George Costanza.
Yeah, I do too. Dude, it's more comfortable to shit naked than it is to have clothes on. It really is.
I think I would feel a bit vulnerable
Why would you feel vulnerable in a shitter?
because I'm completely naked pooping.
Do you feel vulnerable in the shower?
Sometimes.
Where do you live?
In Connecticut.
I want that Connecticut in Connecticut. We said the other day. Anyways, Marshall's just having a conversation. You know, fuck it. I'm on a show. Why not have a conversation with the person over here? Why the fuck not? Huh?
I'm just actually schizophrenic and I'm talking to the wall. Sorry.
Yeah. But is it talking back?
Yeah. Did you hear it?
Yeah.
I heard it.
Shit, dude.
Oh, wall. I'm a white wall.
See, she's white.
Are you saying that she
That's
has?
what Wallace sounds
Are you
like.
saying she has the IQ of drywall? Is that what you're saying?
Don't say
You're
that.
the one who went there,
about
man.
her.
That's not true.
I ain't saying that shit. She's standing
Right?
right.
Yeah.
Get me no damn trouble. Yeah. But nah, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. So Bernie Sanders, I don't like to do a lot of politics, but we'll do this one. Bernie Sanders performs better than any of his 2020 rivals on the issues of personal character and empathy, according to a new poll.
Okay.
Okay, unsurprising, I suppose.
Character and empathy?
Quite vague concepts, I would say. Like caring about other human beings, that's basically empathy. Like I can understand that, but like I don't know, just kind of nebulous concepts to bring up. Like I get it, but at the same time,
Sounds like this is it sounds like this is a Bernie Sanders supporter doing this poll.
Probably.
it's possible. I mean, you know, any poll that's put out like this, it's usually going to be put out by someone who has an agenda, who wants the results to be skewed a certain way to push a certain narrative, you know, no matter who it is. Like,
if Biden came in second.
I don't like, well, when it comes to people like trying to really push their candidate, I don't think that they really care about who's in second. They care about who's in first, which is, you know, the person they want to support.
I don't know. It's just weird. That's a weird poll to me, personal.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really give a shit about that, to be honest with you.
I mean, it matters on some level, but it's not like a huge fucking factor. Like, what really matters is their fucking policies, right? They're politicians. Yeah. We should care about their policies that they're advocating for. At the end of the day, like, you know, it's nice if they have like a decent fucking personality that you can tolerate. But I mean,
but it is just a weird thing to poll about. It's just a strange thing to poll about.
It sounds like a poll like that was specifically made to like tailor towards like, oh well, of course Bernie Sanders. You know, of course people are gonna say Bernie Sanders for this.
Yeah. Okay, so is he more likable? Absolutely, but does that? But what if I'm not saying Bernie. I'm saying like any candidate. If he's more likable as a person, still doesn't mean he's got good policies. Now I'm not saying Bernie don't have good policy. I'm saying just this poll itself is just
really you're right. Weird. You're completely right. This is not the type of thing that like Bernie supporters should even be focusing on. They should be pushing his ideas and his policies because that's what matters, right?
Yes. Exactly. This is just a strange poll. I don't understand why even. Anyways, they do weird things.
Some polls are strange.
Yeah.
I'm glad you brought this up. Poll this weekend.
I'm glad you brought this up because it's important. Like, even though I'm pretty sure everyone here likes Bernie, it's important to like point things like this out and be like, hey, that's pretty fucking stupid. Like, you know what I mean? That's just
my kid's father goes around screaming, "Feel the burn!" every time he sees anything with Bernie's name on it.
I think we should
scream it out the window.
Presidential candidate up there on the stripper pole and see what they can do.
And I agree with PT. I agree with PT. Says regardless who did it, somewhat undermines his actual policies. That's true in a way.
Sure.
Yeah. Because like it's focused on this because we're trying to, it's just weird. It is.
It's weird.
Dude, I'm hearing us talk back and forth. I'm sorry.
What if they decided the president that way? They threw every candidate up and they're like, who can strip the best? Like, I feel like Bernie would actually be fun.
Oh my god.
Dude, I would have to give that to Trump, though. I'm pretty sure Trump's a freak.
You think Trump could rock a stripper pole?
Nah, Trump could rock a stripper. I can rock a stripper pole better than any stripper pole that's ever been rocked before.
Yeah, dude.
My stripper pole skills are phenomenal.
Yeah, we all would have been puking in 2016, though, dude. Hillary got up there, we'd all just. I bet suicide rate would just like climb.
Yeah, dude, I could more easily tolerate Trump shaking his ass than Hillary by like 100 times.
He has an ass on him, dude. He has a thick ass.
Yeah. Oh my god, yeah, dude. You're right. He's got more ass than Hillary, I'm sure.
He got J-Lo booty.
He's got J-Lo.
He does that thing where he leans back and we throw the bucket of water over him and his hair just flies off.
Oh damn.
Yeah.
Fucking flies away in the wind.
I can see Trump doing that shit. That is so fucking funny.
Yeah, that is great. He needs to do it now.
You see Biden climb up to the top of the pole and then just lose it in like death drop and then start twerking again.
I know stripper poles. Anyways. That's so funny. So yeah, but going back to the poll's stupid. That's a dumb poll.
We were talking about the poll.
Yeah, that poll. Yeah, anyways. Drunken airline passenger attempts to eat on mobile phone, forces emergency landing.
Oh, he tried to swallow his phone? How big is his fucking throat? Like,
Yeah, it says the passenger on an EasyJet flight from Manchester, England to Iceland forced the plane to land unexpectedly after he harassed passengers and crew and he attempted to eat his cell phone.
It was a blowjob challenge, dude.
Yeah, he was trying to impress somebody.
Yeah, exactly.
No way.
Dude, I bet the video recording was on the whole time. He was trying to get like a recording of inside his throat and shit.
That's awful.
And it's
But true. But true.
So I'm gonna eat the cell phone. Why? I don't understand.
Because he's an idiot.
And how?
Anyways, according to Edinburgh News on January 28th, Matthew Flattery was aboard the flight when he pulled a bottle of gin, there you go, out of the overhead compartment. He rapidly became intoxicated and attempted to make conversation with a female passenger. When she ignored him, Flattery, whatever, started cursing her out and then told her he was going to kill her family.
Wow.
Dude, you know what's crazy? We have the fucking power of the internet in our fucking hands, and someone's fucking choice was to eat it.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe he still had one of those tiny, like, Nokia flip phones, you know?
Flip phones? You said flown. I just wanted to
I did.
You said flown. Flip phone.
It's okay. I'm stoned. Allow me.
It says the flight crew tried to defuse the situation, but Flattery then began to curse at them. He also got into an altercation with a male passenger who was attempting to access the overhead bins. When flight crew tried to calm him down, he threatened the cabin crew manager, who then consulted the pilot, who made the decision to lock the cockpit door and take the plane in for a landing at nearby Edinburgh. As the plane made its descent, Flaherty pulled out his mobile phone and began tearing it apart, cutting his hands in the process. He took some of the broken parts and placed them in his mouth. He's an idiot.
Okay, that makes more sense. I thought he was literally trying to like shove the entire phone down his throat. I'm like, the logistics just don't work on that.
I don't know if I'd say it makes more sense, but maybe a little bit.
Yeah. I was going to say, no, it doesn't. It doesn't make any sense. None of this makes any sense.
Well, if you're gonna
well, that
try,
explains it all. So he didn't try to eat the whole phone, so I'm okay with it.
Just the antenna, just the screen.
Yeah. He ate the battery? Okay,
now. Eat a phone. If you're going to try to eat it, it makes more sense to break it apart and do it a little.
Well, at least he tried to cut it up with a fork, you know? A fork and knife. Jesus Christ.
How do you eat your phone?
I don't eat my phones.
The anger in your voice. I don't eat my phone.
I don't eat my phones, and neither should anybody else who breathes.
Wow.
Oh, God.
You made it even worse, Missy.
Sorry.
How could you make that worse?
Annie made it worse too. Annie made it worse. He said nobody who breathes should eat their phone.
So dead
people should eat phones.
Oh, you can shove your phones into some zombies if you want. I don't have a problem with that. Don't eat them, you know? Not while you're alive.
Okay, so I'm losing the timeline. Who should be eating phones and who should not?
Children.
Just for clarification.
Children should eat their phones.
Nobody should eat a phone. But
all right.
If you're going to eat it, it makes more sense to break it up into smaller pieces.
So if you're a zombie, or if you're life impaired, I should say, then you can eat a phone.
If you're a parrot?
No.
Life impaired.
Instead of zombie, I said if you're life impaired, then you can eat a phone. But if you're living, then you should not eat a phone.
I think
if you're gonna eat your phone, you should have your parents pre-chew it first.
It's true.
Was this phone an Apple?
Oh my God, that's why he ate it. He thought it was a real apple, dude.
Wasn't that a Family Guy episode or something?
Oh my God.
He was trying to get over the indigestion he got from Applebee's.
Peach Hornets.
No, it's Smapple Smees, remember? It's
Peach Hornets.
Peach Hornets, yeah.
It's Oh my God! You killed Missy! You bastards!
I was waiting for you to do it.
She's got the red hood on too.
There goes that reverse sneeze too. Did you hear it? She's got this little squeak thing at the end of her laughs. It sounds like a reverse sneeze. It's fucking weird, dude. Listen, watch it. It's it. It's so fucking weird. It's like holding a sneeze from the inside. It's
From the inside.
Oh my God.
oh my God. Oh my God. Anyways,
You're my girl.
now you had a bubble in your throat when you said, "Oh my God." Goes, oh my God.
Yeah. Oh my
Oh,
God.
Shakira there.
That's fucking great. I want a full cover of that. I want that done as a full cover. Right? There we go.
She does kind of sound like a dying Kermit the Frog, though. She really
Yeah.
does.
Like, really pay attention. She does.
I
I don't even know how to do it. I just kind of like close my top up there.
it's like a, I don't know, that guy-
top up there. It's like you plug your nose from the inside.
okay,
What the fuck am I doing?
I don't want that to happen again ever. Oh my God! You sound like a crackheaded Gomer Pyle. Golly, Shazam!
I told you I'm not good at voices.
I hope the younger people know who Gomer Pyle is. But anyways, they probably don't.
Probably not.
From Andy Griffith's show, also from Gomer Pyle USMC. But anyways, classic character in television history. Look it up if you don't know who the fuck it is.
Mhm.
Okay, man misdiagnoses himself with the coronavirus, takes own life to protect villagers.
Damn.
That's commitment.
But he didn't have it.
That really sucks. I mean, you sound like a brave guy.
It says a man in the Chittertor district of wherever the fuck this place is, has reportedly died by suicide because he was convinced he had the coronavirus. The Telegraph has identified the man, 50-year-old K. Balakrishna, a father of 3 who went to a clinic in Tromala after he started experiencing flu-like symptoms, which we understand that is what coronavirus, it does have flu-like symptoms.
Mm-hmm.
Doctors told him that he had a viral fever and advised him to wear a mask and is not to spread whatever he had to other people. Krishna then spent a few days with relatives before returning home. According to his family, while there, he began watching videos on his mobile phone, which convinced him that he had contracted the coronavirus, officially named COVID-19 or whatever. When Krishna came back to his home, he told his family that he had the coronavirus. My father kept on watching. What the hell is that? Okay. Kept on watching coronavirus-related videos the whole day and went on saying he has similar symptoms and that he was infected with the deadly virus. His son, who was not named, told the Times of India. Krishna then entered a self-imposed quarantine in a room of his home. And anyway, he ended up killing himself.
That's awful.
Crazy.
So awful.
That really is crazy, yeah.
And I hate to say this because I don't want to be one of those guys that, well, the press, it is a lot to do with the way the press is fucking reporting
It's
this.
a lot of fear mongering. You're right.
Yeah.
Right.
It's
It is a lot of
fear-mongering.
But I think if he had it, they would have told, like, if he went to a clinic and they, like, because he had flu-like symptoms, they would have tested for that. They would have found that. They wouldn't have let him go if he had that. Like,
Yeah.
that should be something that was apparent in all of this.
But for example, like the media though, is when I was in Chicago at the train station waiting for my train, I was watching the TV there, Chicago News. Well, there was a person who had the coronavirus, but they kept, flashing the story of coronavirus in Chicago, coronavirus in Chicago, coronavirus in Chicago. And then when it got to the actual article, the person was, quarantined in a hospital. There was no way nobody else was going to get it and all this good shit. But the way they fucking, advertised it for an hour that the coronavirus was crazy in Chicago. But it wasn't that way.
No, they're just trying to make people scared.
Yeah, and you know what? I guarantee you that them reporting on it being contained was a lot less reported than them reporting on it being a fucking huge issue. Because that's how it works.
The story was literally like 3 minutes long.
Right.
No surprise there at all, man.
But they talked about the story for an hour up to it.
And I guarantee you, like 95%, maybe more of the people who heard the original story never heard that recension. So they probably still have this misinformation out there to this day.
Right.
Yeah, it's
sad, man, but that's how the media works. That's how old media has been for the longest time. And you know what the worst part is? There's so many people out here on YouTube, man. I hate to bring this up, but there's so many people out here on YouTube just trying to do that same fucking thing, trying to do that same fear mongering. It's sad to see.
It is sad to see. It's fucked up, and it pisses me off because because people are, fear does a lot of things.
It does.
And fear makes you do very irrational things. It really does. And like this guy, killing himself because he was convinced he had it, and he had the flu.
Yeah.
Yep. People
sad.
use fear to manipulate others, and most importantly, these days they use it to get their money.
And the thing about it is, the coronavirus is not even really. I mean, there's a few cases. It's been in America, right? A few cases, but that's all they're talking about. All they're talking about in the news is coronavirus. When the flu has actually already killed 12,000 people this year alone in America.
Yeah, it's been a huge issue, but it's not that hot button issue. It doesn't have that clickbait headline that everyone's been looking for, coronavirus.
Exactly. And because I was watching this thing, I was reading the other day, the flu has already killed 12,000 people this year alone here in America. But the only thing they're talking about is coronavirus. And it's not killed nobody in America yet.
So I feel like something else is going on, and they're trying to just direct our attention and get us scared about this.
It's what's sexy. It's what's sexy. It really is. It is. Hey, because I remember when the Boston bombing happened.
Yeah.
Of course.
Okay. The Boston bombing was bad, but the same time there was a plant that exploded in Texas, and around the same time it was just a chemical explosion in the plant, killed thousands of people.
Wow.
Thousands of people. Nobody.
I've never heard. Yeah,
and you know
I've
what the
never
sad
even
thing
heard
is?
of that.
You know what the sad thing is, Pimpmunk? Because it's hard to spin a narrative on something that's tragic like that. Like, it's hard for them to, like, do their media push or spin on it and try and, like, get people to think a certain way or sell them on fear on it. Because, it's just a tragedy that could happen anywhere. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's just fucking crazy. It's just crazy. I mean, because, let's face it, how many people died in the Boston bombing? What, 3?
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe so, like 3.
3 people died in the Boston bombing.
And they hunted
Thousands
for
of
him, and they were
people
saying it was terrorists and
Yeah.
everything.
Well, it was terrorists, but
I know, but I'm just saying they got everyone like super, super scared about it because I remember watching it on the news when it was happening, and I've never heard of that Texas thing ever. This is the first time I've ever heard of that,
Me too.
and that's sad.
It really is sad, but that's how the media works. If they can't spin something about it, if they can't use it to, like, enforce a level of fear in somebody. Like, they can't just do that with some random PowerPoint blowing up. Like, it's a terrible tragedy, but they can't, like, spin it in a way to make people, like, perpetually afraid of what will happen in the future. Because it's one instance of one bad thing happening. People see terrorism, like the Boston bombing thing, and they think, oh my God, is America going down the tube? And that's the type of narrative that these big fucking media corporations send out there. America's always on the decline. We're always just on the fucking verge of terrible fucking shit happening all the fucking time. Because that's what sells people most on staying tuned in. It's ridiculous.
it is ridiculous. It's really crazy. And it makes me sick how they do it. And
Yep, and the older I get, the more cynical and jaded I fucking get about that type of shit.
yeah, I don't even watch mainstream news.
Neither do I.
I don't. I get my stories from, I look on the internet and try to find, because that's hard too these days.
It is.
To find, just straight up news. It really is hard. And they make such a big deal out of the silliest shit too. I mean, it's just.
I don't want to get
into not saying the Boston bombing was silly as shit. It wasn't by far not silly, but it was very important. It was bad, but 3 people dying, thousands of people dying. It was weird to me.
Oh, I agree.
It is weird.
Completely agree.
Yeah. So And that's what they're doing with this damn coronavirus. They're just pushing it, and they're scaring the shit out of people. Is it bad? Yeah, but it's not even as bad as what they're saying it is.
Right.
But it's just crazy. And yeah.
Remember bird flu and swine flu, all that fucking shit? I sure do.
Yeah. They made such a huge deal about the bird flu and swine flu, which I want to see birds and swine like combined together to have pig birds. That's what I want. I want to see pig birds. Marshall looks high for some reason.
Dude, when pigs fly.
He looks so high. Look at him.
I think I kind of always look like that.
Are you high, Marshall?
Like a young, high Johnny Depp.
Yeah, I was. You know what? I was just looking in the camera reflection earlier and thinking, damn, I could play a young Johnny Depp. Do this shit. I look like Johnny Depp, I guess.
All right, Marshall.
So locust swarms as big as cities are causing a crisis in Africa, as experts warn they could get 400 times bigger.
Oh, it's one of the signs of the plagues, guys. It's just like in the fucking, the Torah.
I was just thinking, there's biblical people out there right now using this.
Yeah, because even I thought of it right away, so of course they do.
Yeah, it says parts of Africa are currently facing the worst locust swarms in more than a generation, with swarms like size of cities sweeping across countries including Kenya, Ethiopia, and Somalia. The largest swarm recorded so far has been 37 miles long. God damn.
Yeah, that's a lot of bugs.
That is a lot of fucking bugs.
Imagine running naked through that. It's fucking all the little.
They like smack
I did
you.
not think once about running naked through that at all.
Come on.
But Marshall did, apparently.
I think it'd be like getting hit by paintballs. That's what I would atone it to, because those will
Did you ever
fast.
You ever think about trying to eat your phone in the middle of that shit, bro?
Yeah.
Make sure you break it apart first, okay?
37 miles long, though. Can you imagine walking out on your front porch and all of a sudden seeing that come at you?
Or just go by. You know,
Bro, when I was a kid,
it,
I walked out. So I didn't walk outside. I was looking out the front window, and it was like the movie The Fucking Birds. There was a shit ton of birds that just came. It was like an ocean of them came swarming through a yard, not flying, but like along the ground. Different kinds of birds. None of them really seemed to be the same. And it was like the fucking movie, and it was scary as fuck. I don't know what happened, and they just flew away.
Dude, it was real life birdemic, dude.
When I was a kid in the neighborhood that I grew up in with my mom, every like springtime, all the houses on one side would be covered with ladybugs, to the point where you would have to hose ladybugs off of the side of your house. My mom gets ladybugs in her house all the time. Like, you find them, like, I've taken 9 of them out of her house in one day before.
Ladybugs, that's a chick with crabs, right? Yeah. Okay.
Ew.
And they're crawling all over the side of my mom's house and like every other house in the neighborhood. So like once a day you see everyone outside at least once hosing down the side of their house to get all the ladybugs off.
Wow.
It was really weird. It happened for like 3 years straight, and then it stopped for a year, and then it came back, and then it would happen like every other year. You'd get swarms of ladybugs. It was the weirdest thing.
All right, so we got 10 minutes left of the show. So we're going to start doing some more interaction with the chat room right now. And also just to remind you that me and Missy trying to get to VidCon. And the tickets are $150 a piece. If we make $300, I can pay for the ticket right now. Right now. Because that $100 I made earlier is going on my bills. I'm telling you right now, that's where they're going. That's where they're going. But if we make $300, which I'm not saying we will, probably won't in 10 minutes. But if we do, I'll buy the tickets right now. Anyways.
And then you guys will get this crazy cool things happening to watch while we're down there.
Yeah, we're gonna be doing a lot of cool shit, a lot of weird shit. I'm gonna get naked and masturbate on top of her forehead. I'm not gonna spew on her forehead. I'm gonna sit on her forehead as I masturbate.
You're gonna army helmet?
No, I'm gonna do that to Shabisky. Never mind.
Yeah, you're on his forehead, not mine.
I'll put my ass cheeks on Shabisky's forehead. What'd you say?
I said you're gonna army helmet Shabisky.
and shave one of his eyebrows off.
They did that on Howard Stern. They had that little dude, Beetlejuice. They had him sit on some chick's head, naked. Beetlejuice doing a lot of shit, man. I love Beetlejuice.
He was so entertaining, but
He's
so
my favorite.
cringy at the same time. Like an entertaining cringe thing. Yeah.
Like Animancer.
Yeah, sure. We'll go there.
He's
Hey,
my
guys.
big.
I'm black.
I just blew snot into a tissue.
Thank you for that. That's
Yeah,
wonderful.
you greeted me back in quite the interesting way. Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Did you ever hear Gomer's singing voice? Yeah, he did have a good voice.
Huh?
Not
I do.
as beautiful as Von Helton, though, said
Oh God.
Sharon.
No.
Hey, Pimpmunk, have you ever actually heard of Von Helton's covers of songs before? They're terrible.
He's horrible.
Please
Yeah,
don't. Please don't.
Did
no,
he die or
I'm
not?
I'm not suggesting we
No,
listen to them
he's
because
still around.
You know what I would love to see right now is, Von Helton eating a Go-Gurt.
Oh,
No,
Oh,
no, you
don't
don't.
do
You
it.
don't want to see that.
I
No.
want
Do
to.
it.
I
Don't
really would
do it.
love to
Don't
see
do it.
that.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
If I only had, a way to see that at this moment.
I'm closing my
Just-
eyes.
Just like really carelessly eating it, like it's getting all over his face, and he just doesn't care.
No, he doesn't
Fight
do
for
it
it.
like that.
Just
Wait till
Von
you see
Helton
this
eating
special.
a Go-Gurt. That would be beautiful. That would be
'Cause
beautiful.
I know it's coming. Bill's hates me.
Gogger.
He's gonna
Fucking
play
Gogger.
it.
Gogurt.
A Go-Gurt.
Okay,
Yeah.
can I complain about British people really quick? They say yogurt, and that drives me nuts.
Oh, there you
Okay.
go. Oh, isn't it beautiful?
No, it's terrible. It's
It looks like
Isn't
he's
one?
draining it back in. There you go.
Oh,
You
it's
see?
so wonderful. Look at it's so
Ew.
wonderful.
At first, when I first saw it, I thought he was playing like a recorder.
Yeah, that's
You know,
what I
that
thought at
stupid
first.
Shit. Yeah, like the thing you have to play hot cross buns on. But
man. I'm never gonna forgive Frank for making that gift. I'm never
yes,
It's so gross. Like he's just like pukes it back into the tube, and he's like, you know what? Let's go again.
Oh my no, Marshall,
taste
stop,
that again.
Stop. That's
It was
gross.
so
That's
delicious the first time.
fucking nasty, guys. This is disgusting.
Mm-mm.
This thought process is
Gross.
fucking disgusting. He's disgusting. Everything about this is disgusting.
Not.
yes.
Not
What do you
disgusting.
think his room smells like?
Bad. It smells like bad.
It smells like
Yeah.
Go-Gurt.
Smells like Go-Gurt, old man
Like
balls.
rotten milk and dirty pennies.
You think he just like leaves the milk so long in the fridge he has to chew it when
Yeah,
it
that's
comes
how he
out?
makes his Go-Gurt. That's how he makes his Go-Gurt, dude.
Mhm.
Do you know that I watched a little documentary on Al Capone yesterday? And it said that he was the one that demanded that all the milk start having expiration dates because one of his family members got sick from expired milk.
I did
And
not
that
know that.
his brother, like, he was so invested in that, in like the milk industry afterwards, that they had another gig where they were like, they had cow farms and milk farms, and his brother ran it, and that's why they called his brother Bottles, because he was in charge of the milk part. And then I watched another little documentary about ninjas. You know, ninja fucking stars are not a thing. Hollywood
surprise me.
made that up. And that they didn't wear black. Like, if they were going to be trying to be like stealthy, they would wear dark blue. But for the most part, they tried to blend in. So they would dress like everyday people. And then I watched another one on pirates. And it said that the pirates used to be on the ocean so long that they would have bromances.
Mhm.
And they would get married to each other. And they would love each other. And if one of them died, the other one would get like,
Well, that
share of
wasn't
the
in the
treasure
Pirates
the
of
next
the
time.
Caribbean.
It was a gay
I
pirate.
know.
Should have been that.
But what was in the Pirates of the Caribbean? You know that island, that big pirate island. I can't remember the name of it. It
Port
begins with a
Royal?
T. Yes, that one. Maybe I don't know. It's the big one. The pirate.
I was in the
island.
movie. I
Oh,
know.
Havana.
Okay. The guy who was like in charge of that, or the French or something, had thousands of hookers brought over there because he was so sick of the bromances going on in the pirate like ships and on seas. that he brought thousands of hookers over there. But
Don't
what
get
ended up
tired of it.
happening was a lot of threesomes. That's what
Oh my
ended up
God.
happening because they were still in love with each other. They
Yeah.
were still like a bromance. So they just brought a girl into it. It didn't like break the bromance up.
Yeah. You just ruined pirates for me.
Interesting. It's on.
ruined
It's this
pirates.
YouTube channel called Weird History,
You just ruined
and they do. They're these like quick little things. It's like 10, 15 minutes long, and it's like weird facts that you didn't know.
What's that one famous pirate from back in the day? He used to put firecrackers in his beard to intimidate people.
Blackbeard.
Yeah, Blackbeard, yeah.
They
That
said
was
he
funny.
would weave hemp in and out like in his braids, and he would set that on fire. And then it said that pirates would have on their earrings like wax stuff, so that if they ran out of bullets, they could take the wax off of their earring and use it as like a rubber bullet kind of thing. It was
Wow.
really neat. It's like I didn't know a lot of this shit. It was kind of cool.
Yeah, she was talking like a stoner.
I was.
Yeah.
I'm really guys. Sorry.
She's high. She's making love to that fucking straw too, boys. Yeah. She's been sucking on that motherfucker for 20 minutes. Pirates, pirates.
Man, I've never wanted
They
this
love
straw
on a
before
boat.
so much in my life. Jesus
Ooh,
Christ.
Bulls, I hate you. I hate you.
So we got 2 minutes left of the show. We ain't seen no more tips, man. Come on now, we need some more tips. Don't make me spank y'all. I will spank you. I will turn this show around right now. Anyways, go ahead. Somebody say something.
Oh no, I was just saying, like, tip the monk. Tip the monk.
Yeah, tip the pimp. Do it now. I want to hear some more money music before we leave. We got 2 minutes. But I do want to thank Marshall for do what, babe?
That they got to see all the cool stuff we're gonna do.
Yeah, we're gonna do some cool stuff, man. Cool stuff indeed. So I want to thank Marshall for joining us. When's that album released, Marshall?
I will let you know. No official plans.
Oh, okay. We know you got a new one coming out though.
Very soon. Be on the lookout. If you want updates, get me on Instagram. That's where you will find out first. If you want to go to my Instagram.
Okay.
Cool.
Follow his Instagrams.
Mm-hmm.
Follow him on Instagrams and get all his music updates on the Instagrams. Follow me on Instagrams and I'll show you my dick.
Oh yeah, you're
follow
on
me
there
on
too.
Instagrams too. Mine's the same as my Twitter, Bud
Mhm.
Babe.
Both of those are in the description, I believe. Both
Yeah.
Pimpmunks and Missy's. So yeah, you can check that out.
There you go. Instagrams.
Can I be a shill for a second too?
No, yeah.
Okay. After this episode, I'm going to upload something to my channel. I did my very first debate ever, so if anyone wants to check that out, you can look on Underhaven. It was a fun time. So yeah.
Cool.
Cool.
There you go.
Oh yeah.
Make sure you check his channel out. Watch that masturbation. I mean debate.
The mass debate. Yeah, it was a mass debate.
Is a
It was a
masturbation.
masturbate.
Yeah. Anyway, thank you all for watching, tipping, liking, sharing. We appreciate it. We will see you guys tomorrow on the Morning Wood.
Mhm.
Bye. I'm great.